off, limited, September 2000 and XX. I'm just going to clarify that. Calculate the gross profit for September. Guys, you need to do it by yourself. Don't work in collusion. Just have to go do it by yourself. So work out what your cost of stock figure is, yeah? And hush up, please. Shush. Or you can go out. Your choice. Guys, shush.
Huh?
Work out your cost of stock. Work out your gross profit. Ooh. Write it out.
Cost of stock by the template is.
Give yourself time to understand what it's talking about. Okay? And the same in exam. Give yourself time, underline key words. Underline what the question's asking you to do.
بعدين عرفت الكوست هذا قبلش بدأ
بعد
هذه تو بعد تو توتال برداری تو اینجا با توتال برداری بعد این باید بره زمانه نه درسته آره درسته نه درسته درسته 7,500
Just work it out when I ask, okay?
What
How many of you have got a cost of stock figure?
How did you do this? Huh?
Really? That few have got a cost of... Guys, work out the cost of stock figure, please.
She.
Give me a cost of stock figure.
10,000.
No, let people work it out. Which is why a certain party went wrong.
شو في؟
That's what. Which is supposed to be. Cost of stock figure. Who reckons we've got a cost of stock of 16,000? Hands up. 16,000, okay? Who reckons we've got a cost of stock of 13,000? Hands up. Who reckons we've got a cost of stock of 10,000? Who couldn't calculate the cost of stock? Okay. Okay. Do you want to come and see me in the workshop? Yeah? Okay, but just going through, it's stock brought forward that we couldn't use. It's sitting on the shelves from last year, yeah? And that's the opening stock at the 1st of September, £7,000 sitting on the shelves. But hang on a minute, we need to make lots of tubes of toothpaste or whatever. We can't do it with 7,000, we need to buy more stock. So we've bought another £6,000 worth of stock, great. We've got £13,000 worth, right, that's lovely. But hang on a minute, we get to the end of September, have we used all of that stock? No. We've got £3,000 that's still sitting unsold on our shelves. Which part of 20 past, out of interest, did you not understand? Which part of 20 past 10 did you not understand? It's now gone 25 past. So it's really unacceptable. It really is. So stock brought forward. Stock we've had to buy in to make the product. But we haven't used all of that stock. We've still got stock sitting on the shelf, unsold, unused stock of £3,000. So we take the 6, the 7, less what we haven't used, because that's going to go forward to the next accounting period, be it a month, a year, whatever. Can you see that now? Anybody still not sure? Don't mind going through. Is that a bit better? Okay.
7.6.
And we've got direct costs. So we've got direct costs of 10,000. No, we've got cost of stock of 10,000. My bad. Direct costs 12,500. So what are the total costs in the trading account?
2250. 2500.
22,500. How many people got that? Well done. Well done. So what's the gross profit, guys?
7,500.
7,500. You got it. Well done. Okay, if you've got something else, it's because you probably didn't take the stock off, the closing stock. You possibly added it in. Just practice. Just practice. So, let's have a look. Opening stock. Purchases. Less closing stock. Gives a cost of stock figure. £10,000. Direct cost, 12,500. Total 22,500. Therefore, the difference between 22,500 and 30,700. And that 22,500 we now give a name to. It's the cost of sales. In order to make sales of £30,000, it's cost us £22,500.
اینا اد بکنید روی کاستاد کل کاست میشه اینقدر.
So therefore, remember what I said, you've got the sales figure. The first thing you do with the sales figure on your template is you drop that figure straight down into the subtotal. So if it's 20,000, if it's 30,000 there, it comes down here. If it's 30,000 on that side, it's got to balance. So therefore, it's 30,000 on that side. So if it's 30,000 on the other side, it's going to be the difference between the 30 and the 22,500. Please make sure you get that right in the exam, okay? And I'm guessing that most of you here will be fine. It's obviously the students who aren't here. So 7,500 is, what type of profit is it?
Gross.
Hang on, I heard a net in there somewhere. I heard a net. Okay, you know now, don't you? Yeah, yeah. What type of profit is it?
Net.
Gross, yes, good. Thank you. Gross profit. Okay, right. See.
عکس میگیرم اینجوری.
Because, like the balance sheet, it has got to balance. It is an arithmetical check. It's quite elegant in programming terms. You know, one side's got to equate to the other. So, if your sales is 30,000, that's going to be the subtotal on that side.
30?
No. Gross profit.
No, you've got the sales here, 30,000.
اگر لاس باشه
Listen to what I say. You drop that straight down here. Put that in the subtotal there. If it's 30,000 there, because it's exactly the same as the balance sheet, it's got to balance. One side has got to equal the other. That is an arithmetic check. It's kind of like a sort of returns, a kind of parity check thing. Yeah, check digit, whatever. So, but 30,000 there, it's going to be 30,000 there. So you can actually work backwards. Okay. The gross profit is 7,500. Calculate on the paper to yourself. Bit of easy maths here. Calculate net profit. But unfortunately, this is one thing that employers do complain about. It's that simple math skills, simple arithmetic skills, can sometimes not be present in graduates, unfortunately. So very simple, elementary math
Example.
here.
هزار کن دیگه. هزار کن دیگه. اینا کلا تو ما تمپلیت شو می‌کنیم.
6500 1000 پا میشه دیگه.
همین اینا رو همشون می‌ذاریم پایین مثلا
So I've already told you it's net
Overheads.
profit. So you know it's down at the bottom, it's net profit.
این ندارش.
Part of the
مثل
template.
هدینگ مونه.
Net profit.
این مثل هدینگ overheads.
Hands up who reckons the net profit is £4,000.
No.
Hands up who thinks it's 3,500. 3,000? 2,000.
Just make it simple, 1,000.
1,000. Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Always the last one.
Yes. Whoever's got the tune, get this one.
Net profit هم که بهتون پایین.
Overhead costs, office salaries, overheads, add it all up, 6,500. The difference between the two is net profit, £1,000. Good. Okay. So you've got the example sheets. Again, it's going to be the practice thing.
من اصلا نیدم کسکش.
How many of you have found your way, research-wise, to the ACM? Oh no, you're kidding me, right? Not kidding. ACM. How many of you are members of the BCS? Okay, good. How many of you who are members of the BCS are members of, because you can join up to 6 specialist groups? Yeah, go online. You can join more, you just have to email them and tell them. So for example, the business change specialist group, because I teach business change, change is a huge issue in software implementation. It really is. Software implementation, no matter what it's for, has to be carefully controlled and regimented. And I was voted chair of the business change specialist group of the BCS. So come and join the business change. No, there are lots of groups. There really are. ACM is the other side of the pond. It's the American computing machinery. And the ACM is the biggest digital library in computing in the world. Nobody explored it? Anybody got a particular interest in computing? Hardware, software? Yes.
Yeah.
What are you interested in?
Network, computer networks, hardware.
Okay. You go on to the ACM site via the library, yeah? And you have a look at proceedings. Proceedings are what are produced when you have had a conference. They're called conference proceedings. And conferences are held every year. And some of these conferences go back 20, 30, 40 years. And for every conference proceeding that you have, you might have anything up to 100 papers. And it's all state-of-the-art research. So as the gentleman down here has just said, he's interested in networking. Well, unfortunately for him, if he does a search on the ACM for networking, he's going to be inundated with research papers, state-of-the-art on networking, because you're going to define specifically which area of networking you're interested in. They cover everything, they really do. The list is not as long as your arm, it's much, much longer. So if you're interested in genetic algorithms, if you're interested in quantum computing, and even specialist areas of that. And by the way, last week I made a mistake. Do you remember I was saying about the Tihani, the computer made in China, how fast it was, the fastest in the world? Had I been keeping up to date with the ACM site, I would have noticed an article published in their magazine. It's called Communications of the ACM. August 2011, this was exceeded. Unbelievable. The Japanese, multi-parallel, unbelievable. It's absolutely fast. The Chinese got up to, I've got a feeling it's something really crazy, something like 14 or 16 petaflops. Yeah? per second. I think the new machine is into EXO, which is the next one up from PETA. Unbelievable. If you're serious about computing, and I was when I was an undergraduate, I made sure I belonged to both the BCS and the ACM. When I did my computer science degree, you had to belong, because if you wanted to access the ACM material, you needed to have special access. You get a special discount as a student, but you're very lucky at Kingston University. You don't necessarily have to join to get access to to their digital libraries, because we pay massive license fees to these organisations, and you can access it free of charge through the library. But get this, both BCS and ACM have a whole host of specialist things that only you students registering as a student and becoming a student member can actually access. And for the ACM, that also includes certification programs that you can undertake online, and then proper pucker certification programs as well. You can also access a whole host of other material, such as digital books that we haven't got access to, state-of-the-art material. So if you're serious about being an undergraduate, and if you're serious about getting the best degree you possibly can, in particular if you're serious about getting a first, these are the types of organisation that you must be accessing. You really must. If you join Kingston University Computer Geeks Club, and I think many of you have, then you are entitled to a further discount. You get discounted rates as students, and whereas I have to pay my, I have to pay my membership fee every year, and it's quite expensive for me. You get the membership for something like 3 or 4 years as a student at a discounted rate. And I think the student rate is something like, is it £40? But if you go by the Computer Geek Society, it's £30, which is quite significant. It's a 25% reduction. Then you what? Yeah, but that's nothing. I mean, that's terrific. How many of you attend the Microsoft certification? They're really good workshops, aren't they? With Paul Hayward. He's doing virtual machines this Saturday. So, did he do it this week?
Yes.
Yeah, he's doing it Saturday, yeah. And he's a second-year student. So if you love computing, personally, I have to steer clear sometimes of the ACM, because I'm like a kid in the sweet shop. I mean, you start looking at one research paper, and very often they're hyperlinked, and you jump all over the place, and you start to see how computing has diverged, emerged, whatever you like. It's absolutely fascinating. It really is. Right, that's all, folks. There is another subject, but I think I'll save that for another time.